Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Jade Empire. As I continue my blind Let's Play. Last time, we went through a little bit of the arena, and that's pretty much about it. I haven't done any of the bounties here in the city yet. I think that's what I might do this episode, besides continuing a little bit of the arena this time. Not sure if I'll finish the arena out this episode. We'll see. We also learned a little bit more about Black Whirlwind, which is interesting. Yeah, I think we'll keep him in the party for right now.
I want to hear that you're ready for your next fight. What do you need?
Yeah, tell me about the next fight.
This next fight should be fairly simple for you. I once more want to send you up against 4 opponents. The crowd loves those fights.
Okay.
These are tougher than the students you faced before, but should pose no problem. Are you ready to get started?
Yeah, let's do it.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
I hope everybody's doing well today. I just got off of work and I'm doing well.
We found him just like this.
You did?
3 Reach, the old stableman, found him. He kept everyone else out.
We can trust him. What about Cho? Do we know who's responsible?
Last I saw of him, he was following Raging Dragon.
He fights next, doesn't he? Replace the men slated for that match with our own. And ensure that their blades are coated with extract from the Ebon Orchid. Even the ancient magic of this place could not neutralize that poison.
It will be done. What about Lucky Cho? There are hundreds of people here to see the new fighter. We can't carry the body out of here.
Then we don't. You must always use the resources available to you.
Interesting. Lovely.
Flashing blades and deadly grace.
Focus.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make sure they do not get a chance to attack me. At least not that well. About to run out of focus though. There we go. Just me and you, buddy. Done. And that's why they call me Raging Dragon.
I do not know who those men were. The fighters I picked for you to face were not guild men, and they certainly lack poison-coated blades.
What about the protective spells? Were they removed as well?
The wards are useless against poison. That's a danger we have never been able to solve. Those men were Kailan's, not mine. I keep myself as far away from that end of things as I can. You have to believe that I look out for my fighters. Just before you came up here, I received word from one of the guild men from outside the arena. They send their apologies. I believe they feel Kailan's actions were not appropriated to the situation. You shouldn't have to fear assassins again, not after that message.
You sure they won't try something like this again?
You are not hearing this from me, but tensions have risen between the Serpent and the guild itself. He's making a bid for control, and some factions are quite upset. You may feel caught in the middle, but the weather sages say the eye of the storm is the safest place.
Gotcha. Tell me about the next fight.
We've had a request from the Imperial Army. They want one of our best to help them test out a small group of war machines known as golems. I've decided to put you up against them. I want you to prove that our folks are superior to anything the Army could devise. Are you ready to show them what you've got?
Yeah, let's do it.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
The Imperial Army honors us with a most unique trial.
I think this time I'll go demon form. I can't see. There we go. Wait, did it show immune? It did show immune. Quickly. There we go. Almost messed up there.
I knew you could defeat those things. The Imperial Army's telling me they figured out some way to improve upon the design, thanks to you. I say stick to traditional soldiers. Sagacious Tien needed no machines to build the Empire.
Let's see. Should I go? You know, let's break it up some. There's nothing I need else.
When you walk the streets and hear your name among the crowds, be sure that your ego does not swell like the body of 11 gaping maw, god of inopportune gluttony.
Try not to. All right. Black Whirlwind. Let's get the heck out of here for right now. Actually, what is back here? Campbell Cookbook? No, thank you. I'm good. There's the recruiter, the tavern keeper, waitress. There we go. I was trying to remember how to get out of here. Alright, let's head out back to the streets. See what's going on. Alright. So... let us... there's a pure arena. Oh yeah, the play! I need to do the play. I haven't reviewed the script. The Inquisitors, of course, Executioners. Let's see. Oh yeah, that. Somewhere in the Imperial City, possibly in disguise. Oh wait, I'm trying to remember where he said each one was. I think he said one was in the Necropolis and the other was... I think just in the regular Golden Way. I don't remember if I need to go to that school. I don't remember. Hang on. Actually, I'm gonna head right back over to where the bounties are. I need to freshen up my memory on, you know, where he said those were. I'm pretty sure one of them was the Necropolis, which I'll hold off on.
His own master died at his hands, and he had fellow students kidnapped.
That's great.
Always a pleasure.
Any information on the criminals hunted by the assassin? Oh wait. I think that's what talking about. The outstanding bounties.
Of course, I can give you some extra information.
Fading Moon?
Fading Moon is an arsonist.
Right. Oh, Necropolis. Okay, Fading Moon's in the Necropolis, and then Yukong.
Yukong fleeced some silver from Lord Rento, a powerful man in the Ministry of Harmony. Lord Rento is away on court business, but his wife informed me that she'd be in the heart of the Empire in the Imperial Arena.
Oh, that's right. It's, he was in the arena, so the...
If you think you've seen this person, you must report it to the authorities at once. It is your duty.
Hang on, let's go back to the arena then. See if we can't track her down. Black Whirlwind, what are you doing? Come on. You've been over there this entire time? Let's go. Okay. That's a guard. What if we actually take bets here? Probably. I don't know. Let me see.
I hear you won your last match. Everyone's been talking about it.
How dare you interrupt me?
What are you doing?
If you must know, I, Lustful Lao, conqueror of the female kingdom,
Oh
was
my God.
emanating my yang. It is but one of my many irresistible charms.
I have no time for this. Go get back to whatever you're claiming to be doing.
That's exactly what I intend to do. Now leave me, and don't stand between that waitress and me. You'll disturb the harmonies I've established.
God, man. Okay. Alright. Let's see if we can track down this person. Patron. Nothing in there. Gambler. Gambler. You know, we haven't talked to this person, I don't think, yet. Let's...
Go away, I don't want any.
Never mind. Arena Guard, Spectator. Lady Rento. There we go.
Don't you just love the Imperial Arena? No other place like it in all of the Jade Empire. Hold on, you're a raging dragon, aren't you? I've heard all about you. It's a pleasure. I'm Lady Rento.
I'm here to talk to you about Creative Yukong.
Oh, poor Yukong. Captain Sen's still willing to do my husband's bidding and hunt him down, is he? I swear, my husband is insufferable. Yukong's a harmless aspiring actor who asked me if I would act as his patron. Since my husband was away from the city, again, I accepted and gave Yukong a moderate stipend. I thought he was charming.
Why is Yukong wanted for confidence schemes?
That was how my husband presented the situation to the authorities.
Okay.
He didn't want to face the shame of supporting a humble actor. My husband's a fool, but when he lowers his head, all I can do is let him charge and hope he rams something solid enough to slow him.
Do you have any idea where I could find Creative Yukong?
I would wager that you'll find him in the Scholars' Garden. Yukong was going to try out for that new play. It's going to be put on soon in the Golden Way, I'm told. Should be exciting to watch. Yukong was going to try out for a role as a scholar, so he may be using his costume to hide in the garden. He's not much of a scholar, so you should be able to spot him.
Gotcha. I should let you get back to what you were doing.
If you happen to find Creative Yukong, do go easy on him, would you? The poor boy did nothing wrong, and my husband is being unusually cruel to him. Good luck with your search. I have to get back to the estate. So much to do.
Thank you for the time. Excuse me. Goodness. Alright, let's go see if we can track down Creative Yukong. And to the Golden Way, Merchant Square, Imperial Gates. I guess it's at the Golden Way. Oh wait, no, the Scholar's Garden. That was past it. That's right. Goodness, can't clear my throat. All right. That's right, cause yeah, we barely explored the Scholar's Way. You know, that's one thing I have to say.
Excuse me. You're in my way, and I'm trying to keep an eye out for our replacement actor.
Oh, I haven't even looked at the script. I'm the understudy you needed.
You? You're the replacement? Well, why aren't you in costume? If you're going to be playing Lady 14 Flowers, you'll need your dress. There's no time for you to run back and get yours. I'm sure we can find one to fit in the back, though most of our performers are less broad. Did they give you a copy of the script when they sent you over here?
I have the script here. Is this it?
Let me see that. No. This is all wrong. They sent you with the old script. Bloody Actors Guild is staffing itself with water buffaloes, I tell you. Here, have it back. The script's recently been revised, so even if you're familiar with the old version, read it again for the changes before you head on stage.
Who revised the script?
Well, a southern noble funded the location and travel for us, but wanted to make a few tweaks. We couldn't afford to miss the exposure. Our writer wasn't that happy, but we accepted the revisions, and here we are. I'm sure your Actors Guild told you that we have standard rates. We'll happily pay you the going rate for a lead, especially since this is short notice. Ruin your scene and you get nothing. Just like normal. Understand?
I think I've got it.
Just get at least half the lines correct and the crowd will figure out what's happening. Any less than that, and it becomes one of those obscure plays no one likes. Now, read that script over. Come talk to me when you've got it, and we'll get you into final costume and onto the stage.
Edited script. Can I have... Goodness, excuse me. Let me see. Hang on. Oh, shoot. Hang on, let me just use the mouse. Apply items. Okay, here's the original script. You're seen as Lady 14 Flowers. In this version of the play, your character explains that the end of the Jade Empire's expansion occurred because Sagacious Tien listened to the will of the heavens. The theme of the heavens reaching out to the Emperor is explored at least twice, and it contains the historical accepted truth that the northern border of the Jade Empire was traced by a shooting star. There will likely be a book in a scroll stand near the stage where you can study your part more in detail. Gotcha. Using the stand, you're able to place both of the scripts for your scene side by side and compare them. It seems you have only a few lines for this scene. They are mostly reacting to the other actor. The scene reenacts a historical moment in the formation of the Jade Empire. There seem to be only 6 lines for you to remember, and on the scripts there are acting notes that should make it easier to remember the proper lines. Read the notes for the first half of the scene. Examine the first page of the scripts, which cover the first 3 of your 6 lines. Read the notes for the first line. First line seems the same in both scripts. It's simply responding to a question about a color of banners. The line has you commemorate the white banners are flying. White banners flying. Gotcha. Second line seems to be one of the lines that was changed. There are 2 versions. Same time of day in an incisive chorus script. You speak of the heavens sending a message at dusk, and the night is coming on fast. In the edited version, it's midday. Flowers garden above dig at the Lotus Assassins. Okay. Third line, same in both scripts. As acting direct, the key element lies in the decision we're reached from the edge of a great plain. Okay, let's go to the second half. Fourth line seems to have 2 versions. The theme of the heavens reaching out to the Emperor Tien explored again. The character comments the seasons change from place to place. Edited Icy Heart. Okay. Fifth line between both scripts. Same. Okay. Point out the answering rough. Who did the Emperor turn to? In the script, the Emperor turned to the heavens themselves. And then the final line. Character comments on how a shooting star traces a border across the sky. Alright. I think I might have it. And if not, oh well.
Have you read the script? Do you feel one with Lady 14 Flowers yet?
I'm ready. Let's get the show on the road.
That's the spirit. Let's get you into the back and costumed up, Lady 14 Flowers.
Oh boy.
Watch closely. We shall see if the informant was accurate.
Imagine condemning the Jade Empire at its heart. The fools. All of heaven's blessings guide him, but sagacious Tien has been absent from the palace for such a time. His conquests of the northern kingdoms have kept his light from us. All the scattered kingdoms have seen the light of his rule, and our emperor's advisors grow in number. The arable lands to the south, all the way to the useless jungles, which were left as nothing for the Monkey King, are fused into the mighty Jade Empire. To the east, sagacious Tien has spread his light to the very waters themselves, and lo, to the west he found enlightenment among the hills of the 6 holy scrolls. But what word from the wastes of the Horse Lords? Aha! What is this? Why, 'tis Lady 14 Flowers. We can only hope she brings word.
Oh boy.
My dearest Lady 14 Flowers, under what banner does your entourage travel today?
White banners fly.
Peace in the north? Could this be? Have all the Horse Lords been subjugated so easily? Heaven smiles upon the Empire today. Your arrival here is certainly welcome, as your kingdom is one of the most recent to join the Jade Empire. We have had word that the hostilities have ceased. Tell me, most gracious lady, when was this momentous decision reached?
It was... Oh, wow. Why can I not remember? I don't remember. Why don't I remember? I don't... It's not that one. The Blush is Rising. I don't think so. I feel like I want to do either one of those. Was it reached, or did the heavens guide it to him? Either way, the dusk was slipping into the night. Okay, let's do that one.
You phrase that most interestingly, Lady 14 Flowers. Why do I sense there is more to this story? But surely the might of the Jade Empire is unquestionable, and our will to victory unswayed. And tell me, most gracious madam, when the final blow was struck, where was our noble leader? Deep in the wastes of the north?
He was... No, he stood on the edge of a vast plain, the ground covered in snow.
Surely you mean the far edge. The Horse Lord camps broken behind him. There's been nothing but the gentle drafts of spring here in the Imperial City for weeks. With such a chill in the air.
I might have got that wrong.
Some time ago.
Oh god, I don't remember. Oh man. The lands to the north are locked in ice snow forever. The flowers may blossom, but the warmth of spring can hide an icy heart. I kind of like that. Let's go with the first one, I guess. The flower guardians may blossom, but the warmth of spring can hide an icy heart.
Ah, yes. For while things can seem warm, ice can lock away all that warmth from the people's hearts. And the sun becomes locked away where none can see its warming face. It seems to me that some part of your story remains untold. Do my questions block the truth? Tell me this, if nothing else, good lady. When the cry for peace rose up, who was it that our great emperor turned to?
Two drops each. No. He turned to the heavens as they had already turned to him. Close confidant, he fell to the earth. Okay, yeah, he turned to the heavens themselves, as they had already turned to him.
The heavens had turned to him? These words, are they riddles? Wait, what word is this from the front? The Emperor sends word of his return. The Horse Lords are unconquered, but our forces were undefeatable. What happened to cease the expansion of the Empire, dear lady?
I'm gonna say a shooting star traced the border of our lands.
A celestial event, most auspicious. And so, our most noble Emperor saw a sign from the heavens. Our mighty armies poised to crush the Horse Lords and stretch the Empire to the ends of the earth. But we stopped. For now, even I see that there are limits to ambition, and overreaching those limits invites nothing but disaster. All praise the Emperor, for his wisdom is infinite. My lady, you have my deepest thanks for bringing this news to us. I shall inform the court immediately.
I hope I did well.
What in the dragon's eye was that?
Oh, good.
I saw no treason there. The informant will suffer for a lifetime.
Perfect.
You there, Lady 14 Flowers. The crowd loved it. Fantastic performance. You managed to hit every line perfectly.
Oh, good.
That was a curious interpretation of your role. It lacked some of the punch we've come to expect from the great lady. Ah well, what's done is done. I believe I owe you an actor's fee. Enjoy. I'm glad you were here to fill in. We would have sunk faster than a bottomless boat without a solid Lady 14 Flowers on hand.
It was no brother. Rather fun, really.
Rather fun. Now I know you're not one of the guild actors. They're never positive about anything. Oh well, no harm done, I'm sure. The performance wouldn't have gone on without you, professional actor or not. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have things I must attend to.
Alright. Well, that was fun. I'm glad I nailed the role, because yeah, on some of that I, for some reason, just couldn't remember. Alright, to the Scholar's Garden to track down... Wow. Creative Yukon. Configuration of the snake. Okay. Scholar Dungo.
Welcome, friend. The lecture won't be starting for a little while, though your enthusiasm is appreciated. I wouldn't worry about seating. Those interfering philosophers had made sure that very few people will be attending the lecture.
I see. Can I ask you some questions?
Certainly. We can't learn without asking questions. How can I help you today?
Tell me about the Scholar's Garden.
Don't let the name fool you. There are fewer scholars here than you might think. We are far outnumbered by those obstinate philosophers. The philosophers believe that the gods dictate everything, from the rising of the sun to the changing seasons. If the summer ends too soon or too late, the gods must be angry. Of course, anyone who cares to look can see that the birds control the weather. I have noted with some accuracy that the birds predict the seasons.
Really? How does that work?
I have a theory that the massive movements of birds in the autumn and spring actually cause the prevailing winds to change direction. When birds fly south just before autumn, they cause the winds to change. We get cold air from the north until the spring, when the birds reverse the winds again. It's really quite simple, but just try telling that to one of the philosophers.
Why do you mistrust the philosophers?
Don't get me wrong, I like most of the philosophers, but their strict adherence to aging traditions makes them very difficult to deal with. They're always preaching about peace and harmony. Really, we kill and subdue the creatures of this world in order that we can survive. Where's the peace in that? Can a man survive long enough without eating meat? What about the grains we use to make our bread, or the hides we use for any number of things? We consume constantly. Peace and harmony are wonderful ideals, but in nature only the strong survive, and they don't do it by being peaceful.
Alright, actually I think I need to be going.
Oh, so soon. All right then. I hope to see you again soon. Perhaps I could explain to you my theories on the formation of ice crystals.
Indeed.
True strength comes from harmony. Disharmony with the world will make you weak.
Well, this looks nice.
Good day, citizen. Some minor thing I can help you with?
You only help me with minor things?
It's the Honorable Lotus Assassins, you see. They feel that those of us dedicated to the Imperial Army are nothing more than louts to be ordered about. Any member of the army, even city guard, is expected to defer any major disturbances to them. Makes me about as useful as a lamppost.
What can you tell me about this area of the city?
The Scholar's Garden is a quiet place. Quiet until a pair of the scholars break out into a debate, that is. Certainly a lot of knowledge being thrown around this place. I'll let you decide for yourself how much of it is worthwhile.
Alright, that's all for now.
Be about your business and stay out of trouble. Pleasure to be of service.
Thank you, sir. Scholar Kong Yu. I think this is who we're looking for.
I hope you're not here to pester me. I'm a very busy, important, and educated man, you know.
Would you mind if I ask you some general questions?
General questions? Who has time for such mundane subjects? Go ask one of the scholars. One of the other scholars, that is.
What sort of studies keep you busy? Keep you so busy here?
All manner of studies. The history of dramatic systems, applied theology, and, celestial integration. All of these are vital pursuits of knowledge.
Uh-huh.
Not that you would understand such lofty matters.
Why don't you tell me more about the history of dramatic systems?
Well, you see, drama can be broken down into several systems, and I study the history of those systems over time.
Uh-huh.
How they've changed, and that sort of thing.
Yeah. Can you outline some of these systems for me?
Well, there's the new system, of course, but everyone knows that. Then we have the, old system, which, as you may surmise, is no longer in use. That's a brief summary of my latest work, at any rate.
Wonderful. How has the systems changed?
Oh, it's all very complex, and I really don't feel like describing it to you at any length. That's how you know I'm a scholar, you see. An unwillingness to share all the information I have.
Uh-huh. You're creative, Yukong, aren't you?
Of course not. I'm... Ah, drat. This isn't working at all. How did you know?
Let's call it a hunch.
You're here to hunt me down, then. Lord Rento has it in for me, and I figured it would come to this. I don't suppose running would do me any good.
How did someone of your skill manage to con a noble anyway?
I was unjustly accused. I simply petitioned Lady Rento for some silver to support me as an actor. Patronage, it's called. She agreed, but her husband flew into a rage when he found out, and now I have a death sentence on my head. It's not fair. And if you were a decent person, you'd help me get out of this city instead of taking me in. It's the only way I'll get clear of Lord Rento's wrath.
Do you have any proof that you were falsely accused?
You need more proof than my pathetic attempt to pose as a scholar? How about the fact that Lord Rento was out of town when I bilked him? Not that anyone but Lady Rento will confirm that for you. Still, it should be apparent that I'm not some great confidence man.
Alright, I think I'll help you instead of collecting your bounty.
We should go see Captain Sen right away if you're sure. Is now a fair time to go down to the gate to get me out of here?
I'm ready to help you now.
The only easy way out of this city is through the gate that Sen is guarding, and he's looking for me. However, if I disguise myself as a mercenary and sneak past him, I might just get away. But you have to help me by distracting him.
Alright.
Just tell him that I've already escaped, and I'll get away just fine. I can't imagine what might go wrong.
We will see.
Citizen, I hear there is progress in the search for creative Yukong. A scholar ran out of the Scholar's Garden after talking to you. Tell me you have good news.
Well, sadly, creative Yukong has left the city.
How did he get past me? He couldn't access a flyer. What is that man doing? Are you certain he's gone? Would a bit of silver jog your memory? What do you say?
No, my investigation made it clear that he already slipped away.
Look at that tart swinging her hips for that mercenary.
I did not mean to skip that. Damn it. Ah, goodness. Passed us to deprive one of the agents. I'm so sorry, everyone. Goodness. What could he possibly offer me? He's gone, and there's no point of catching him.
I should arrest that accursed tourist. Look, you spoke to a nervous scholar, and now Yukon has suddenly disappeared. Suspicious. What if I offered you the normal bounty plus half? Would that change anything?
There's nothing I could tell you, regardless of your offer.
Well, if you say so. Despite Lord Rento's insistence to the contrary, I doubt he was a master criminal. Perhaps I'll just declare Yukon's bounty a dead matter. Is there anything else that the Imperial Army can do for one of our fine citizens?
Nope. I should go.
Right you are. Remember to keep an eye out for anyone suspicious.
There you go. Alright, so hopefully Yukong will, you know, make it just fine out there. Before we go back to the arena, let's go back to the party and see how everybody's doing.
Well, it looks like your contact with the Lotus Assassins will be bad for your reputation, but good for our goal. The Executioner wants to see you excel in the arena. Progress far enough, and he will gladly recommend that you be recruited. If you prefer, you could still seek out the Inquisitor by speaking with Scholar Dun Gao in the Scholar's Garden.
Thank you. I mean, I wish I had the first part of that sentence. The second part, no. I mean, like, you know, not in that, you know what I'm saying, not in that sort of way. How about, what do you think of our current situation?
You know what you have to do. Let's get on with it.
Okay. Dawnstar, how we doing?
Yes? I like to think that we can take time to talk about important things.
Do you need to talk?
I don't want to seem ungrateful for her help, but having Silk Fox here is causing me some concern. I mean, she is the daughter of the Emperor, and we do not know his role in Master Li's capture. Can she be trusted?
Better she's at arm's length than in the shadows.
So you don't trust her fully, but you invite her into our midst. I'm not sure I understand that, especially when she is so confrontational.
Dawnstar, she is jealous of you.
The princess? The daughter of the Emperor is jealous of me? I think the size of our task has addled your senses. What could I possibly have that would make her jealous? What does a woman from the borderlands have that the princess herself does not?
Well, obviously my interest.
What? I'm sorry. You caught me off guard for a moment.
Oh my gosh. You didn't know? I offered counsel often enough.
You have always been a good friend to me, but I never meant...
Oh, okay.
I mean, I couldn't...
Oh, that's fine.
No. No, I should have more control over this. This is too uncertain. You can't manipulate me into admitting something like this. Not when you can leave whenever you want.
We've already established that we have no home. How can I leave?
Don't juggle your words. I am not amused by it. You know very well what I mean. It's probably at the front of your mind all the time for all I know.
You fear the end of what has barely begun. Where does this reluctance come from?
I prefer to have more control over myself, and as much control over what goes on around me as possible. Silk Fox, or whatever she wants to be called, is an unknown I can't compensate for. I can't stay in balance if I don't know what she represents. You and I, we talk and share thoughts, but she forces me to consider where that might lead, both good and bad. I'm not ready for that.
So Silk Fox forces you to consider where our talks might lead. I'll have to thank her. Oh goodness. No one is pressuring you except you. That says more than your words.
I suppose it does. Strange that you are becoming more adept at reading my moods than I am. I think we will have a great deal more to discuss in the coming days. I'm looking forward to it. Until then, thank you for being so understanding. Master Li was right. You are special. Don't go too far. I'd get lost in this city. I know it.
Thanks, Dawnstar. Alright.
Yes? How can this humble bun master assist you today?
You know, why don't you just leave? Your wife, Hal. Start over.
My prescient pretty has an uncanny knack for derailing my plans, in case you haven't already noticed. I have tried several times to leave, but it always fails miserably. Some say there are spirits out there that masquerade as people, and I suspect she may be one of them. She has my soul, and there's nothing I can do about it.
That seems a little far-fetched, Hal.
One time, I tried to sneak away while she was delivering a special order of buns to her uncle's family. As I started to leave, I slipped on some oil and broke my arm. Still, I put my arm in a sling and was continuing on my way when I was run down by a rogue bun cart. When I came to, my wife had returned and was in a foul mood. Apparently, everyone she had visited died from food poisoning. But why not her? I mean, I'm sure she ate at least one of the buns I sent.
Are you saying that the buns were poisoned?
I am saying no such thing. It is simply my lot in life to be given into the care of a demon whose sole sustenance comes from sucking the very life from my body and soul. Soup, anyone?
Alright, that's all for now, Hal.
As you say, I will be here scrubbing your pots until you call upon me again.
What's up, Sky?
Always happy to help. What do you need?
What's on your mind right now?
Dawnstar has been telling me about Two Rivers, the swamp, and Gao the Lesser. I was sorry to hear about your town and your friends. It brought a question to mind. There's something I've been meaning to ask you. Why? Seriously, why are you doing this? Details aside, you're fighting the Empire as a whole when you oppose the Lotus Assassins, Death's Hand, or the Emperor's will. I know all about your village and your master, and that explains some of it. What it doesn't explain is your drive, your strength. What gives you that?
Well, people are suffering. I'm going to find out why and fix it.
I wonder if fate cast this burden upon you, or if you rose up on your own to shoulder it. History will probably decide.
Yeah, it probably will.
I know you're going to follow Silk Fox's plans to find a way into the Assassin's Den. It won't be easy, but I'm confident we'll succeed. It's what happens after you find a way in that has me worried.
I can look after myself. I've dealt with the assassins before.
I know, but never in their lair. Never in that place. I knew men and women who were drawn to the Lotus Assassins. They went into that place to prove themselves, as you intend to. And the few who made it back out were different.
Different how?
They acted like they didn't know us, or just didn't care if we lived or died. It's hard to say if there's even a difference to the Lotus Assassins. I know you'll be fine. The Assassins will be lucky if you don't bring the place down around their ears. Just be sure not to tip your hand before you're ready. That's all in the future, though. We should keep at what we're doing. There's a lot left to tackle before we're done.
I'll talk to you later, Sky.
Of course. I'll be here if you need anything.
Indeed.
Yes, what can I do for you? Busy. No time for chatting.
Actually, let's... let's talk about you and what the wind map revealed.
Yes. I think they are clues I left for myself. I'm ready to fly out when you are. A mysterious adventure awaits in the skies.
Alright, let's go.
Well, let's see then. It must lead to where I was last, which would be the ideal place to go first. Keep an eye out. I don't know why my tracks were covered, but I do tend to incur the occasional death threat. Craters are remarkably unappreciated.
Alright, let's try this.
This looks familiar. Keep going. I have the urge to build something.
Goodness.
There are memories in the route we are flying. Keep going. I see patterns, schematics. Keep going. I'll hammer it out.
Uh-oh. There we go.
Almost there. Just a few more pieces to figure out.
Nice. Wasn't too bad. Cloudburst.
Our flight was great fun. Lots of explosions. But what does it mean? I think it's a clue. I hid something in my head because I was going to lose my memory. I think. One thing for certain, there was no destination. We ended where we began. The route was the important part. Let me show you what it inspired me to make. It's I'm not sure what it is, but it has a lever on it that is begging to be pulled.
Okay, this should be interesting.
Here we go. And nothing. Right? We're not dead, I think. That is decidedly disappointing. I was expecting something. I must still need a part I can't remember. I need some time to think, to get my brain straightened out.
Sure thing.
This is most intriguing and infuriating. Give me some time.
You have the resources of the Imperial City at your disposal. Oh no. That's all for now.
Off you go. I'll start planning some redesigns for the Dragonfly. Maybe floats made of air bladders. Sheepskin, of course.
Of course. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'll actually cut it there for this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching another one. Wherever you guys are, have a good day, have a good night, and as always, take it easy.